Welcome to the venerable Glass Bowl in Toledo, Ohio. EA Sports College Football ready to roll in Week 3. It's the Air Force Falcons and the Toledo Rockets. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I spoke to the Falcons head coach before this matchup. He said they have got incredible plans right now to get this wide receiver involved. Defense has been keying on him. With the young quarterback, they think they have put something into the scheme that will help them get the ball to their receiver downfield, regardless of what the defense tries to do. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Falcons ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Complete to start this drive. Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Running inside, it's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Simmons. Rushes on. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. And the Rockets will punt it away on 4th down. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll run it. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. On the option. Keeps it on the option. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Falcons line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Rockets offense is back on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. Here comes the offense on second down. Leaves it in his belly. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Austin Simmons, the play fake. Buying a little time to his left. He stopped a little bit short. They'll mark it at the 38. It's 4th down. The Rockets will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Falcons now set to take over on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Fires to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Throwing Simmons. Out wide left, it's Coleman.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
And the Rockets with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The run inside. It's Jackson. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Here's Simmons to throw. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And I don't think people realize how fast windows close in sports, man. Like, it happens so fast. It looked like the QB thought he had some space, was going to go get the 1st down, but you got to love the speed of the defense, corralling him quickly and stopping him short of the 1st down.
The Rockets will line up to punt it away. They kick it away on 4th down. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Fresh center downs going to the air. Rush right in his face. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. First play of the period, first down here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Rockets looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Simmons. They're all over him. Finds his target. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air, it's Simmons. Lets it go to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. There are catches there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
The Rockets will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Austin Simmons firing again. Bought a little time, lets it go. This one's complete. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted to 4th down to keep the drive going.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Pulls it on the option. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Fires on the move. It's caught downfield. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The handoff. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Dropping back, it's right. Got his man on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. The Falcons are moving quickly down the field. looking for the edge. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout. And these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Might as well run him again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He will not get there as the defense stopped him again.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
A first down run on the doorstep. Knocked down immediately.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Looking downfield, it's Bright. Lets it fly. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing Simmons. Got his man. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Wants to throw on 1st. Finds his man. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's Simmons to throw. Left side is Coleman. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You got to anticipate. You got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Back to pass, it's Simmons. Looking long. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And the Rockets will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And the Air Force offense ready to take over. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change.
Makes the grab in their space. The 50. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Rockets offense looks primed and ready to launch on this drive. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's a running room. Touchdown, Toledo. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Hits inside. It's Jackson. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible?
And he's got room. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Rockets peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Unleashes one. Grabbed over the middle, it's Odom. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback, don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Drops back on first down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Into the third quarter of this edition of Midweek Action, it's 2nd and 10. Looking for running room. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
Really, the MO of this offense is their ability to run the football, and they've been trying to get this guy going. They've given it to him time and time again. Just really hasn't been a lot of space and a lot of place for him to go. You got to give the defense credit, especially their front seven. They are winning in the trenches so far this game.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Gets the back moving. Turning it on. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Air Force! The extra point here would tie the game.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
Making the adjustment. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Look out! Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Dumps it to the back. Reels it in. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Midweek action for your viewing pleasure. It's 2nd and 10 here in the third quarter. Here comes the heat. Caught. Makes the grab down immediately. He picks up a few.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
Straight ahead, it's Jackson. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the Rockets decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, hitting them deep in their own territory. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Pulls it. He'll do it himself. There he goes. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Moves the pocket. It's right. Looking left. It's caught. Oh, a lot of space. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room, and couldn't find much on that return. The Rockets offense looks ready to go on this drive. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. He's got the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Uh-oh, look out. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The give on the counter. All over him immediately.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Looking for a man. It's Marshall. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone, and they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown Rockets! Gets it into the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. The give. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. To the back. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Keeps it on the ground. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to pass. It's right. Setting up the screen. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
Turns it upfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that
thing. Keeps it himself. Keeps it on first down. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Stopped right there. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
You know a field goal can tie the game right now. You have to at least give yourself a chance to do that. So I don't mind maybe taking some shots, but every time you drop back, you're risking taking a sack. You've got to dial up plays right now, I think, that are high percentage throws. You've got to run the football to at least give yourself an opportunity to push this game into OT.
Under pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Simmons fires to the middle. Pulls it in. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Gets away from one. He's got space. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. And he got it! They tied the game in the final seconds.
And the late game execution worked to perfection. Moving the ball down the field, getting your kicker in a spot. You know exactly where he likes to kick it from. He drives it through. We're tied up, and we're headed to overtime.
And the returner will be knocked down. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
So here comes our first play of overtime. Tells the run, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's right. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And that's frustrating for an offense, man, because you got great field position set up. You want to be aggressive. You want to take advantage of it. But in order to do that, the offensive line has to do their job. You've got to give your QB time. They don't do it. And back-to-back plays, they're going the completely wrong direction.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. On the way, and you betcha, a 59-yard field goal. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
At this point of the game, you just got to wonder if the defense is getting tired. Here in OT, they just don't seem to have the punch up front that like they had earlier in the game, and they're just playing on their heels.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Going to the run, it's Jackson. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
3rd down, and they need to be smart here so they don't make it a more difficult field goal attempt. Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So
he got it in, a walk-off touchdown in overtime. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away here, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen